Good morning. I'm Amy LIVEwithAmyO with KLM Properties located at 1533 Mile Ground Road. But today I'm not in the office. I'm here live at Crossroads Property Rescue where I'd like to introduce you to the owner and founder, John Woods.
Hello, how are you?
John, will you take us around your shop?
Yeah, absolutely. Come on.
First of all, John, what is Crossroads Property Rescue?
So Crossroads Property Rescue is a restoration company where we mainly specialize in insurance claims, but we do work outside of that, where we do fire, water, and mold restoration, and also biohazard too. So that's the main, the main component of our company.
Okay, so you want to show me around?
Yeah, sure. So this is one of our new vans. You can see we're called the superheroes of restoration. This is one of our newer vans, so if you see it driving around town, you can obviously think of Crossroads.
And know you're on the way to rescue somebody in their time of need.
Exactly, and this is where our superheroes kind of hang out.
Okay.
And what I want to show you is, this is kind of our staging area for all of our equipment. And you'll see that, we have several pieces of equipment in here that you would see on your job if you had a water loss. A bunch of dehumidifiers, fans, and specialized drying equipment for water restoration. So all a van has to do is just pull up, they load the van up, and boom, we're ready to go. And typically it takes us about 2 hours to get to your house. Once we get the claim in, we load the vans up, and then we're at your house extracting water, putting the drying equipment in.
That's awesome. There's nothing worse than that fear of thinking I might have a busted pipe and come home to water after being out on a day's worth of work.
So here's a staging area where
Wow.
we keep our dehumidifiers, our fans, our air scrubbers, whatever a technician may need. We will have everything staged here. Van pulls up, technician loads it up, and literally they're gone within 20 seconds, just like a superhero would, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. What are those big things up there?
These are cavity dryers here, where so this is a little bit of specialized equipment here. Basically, we will put hoses on the end of these knobs. We'll drill holes in your walls, and we will put all kinds of hoses into your wall cavity. So basically, it's drying the inside of your walls out. We don't have to remove anything.
Oh, that's
so
really
our
good.
job as a restoration company is basically to save you money and time by drying everything and anything out that we can. And if we get there within 24 hours, we can dry anything out from hardwood floors, drywall, carpet, pad, anything. So we can save 99% of the stuff that we're trying to dry out.
That's amazing. So you handle water. What other types of jobs do you come to the rescue for?
So mold jobs, that's not considered quite of a emergency service job, but we do mold jobs. We do fire jobs. We're working on a couple of big fire jobs.
Do you have some equipment that you can show us that do handle these other types of work?
Absolutely. So I'm going to pass you off to one of our project managers.
Hello.
Jimmy McKenzie.
Hi, Jimmy. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Welcome to Crossroads.
Jimmy's one of our project managers. He's been with Crossroads now for almost 6 years, I guess.
Almost 6 years.
Very experienced. He has certifications in water restoration, advanced drying structure, which is one of the upper echelon certifications that you can get within ICRC or restoration. So I'm going to pass you off to Jimmy, and he's going to tell you what kind of equipment we'd be using in a typical water loss if it's a residential.
Okay, awesome,
Come
Jimmy.
on, follow me.
Thanks.
So this is some of our restorative drying equipment. What we have right here are air movers. These are
Okay.
not fans. In our industry, they are called air movers.
That's important to note.
Basically, air movers is what they do is they help to blend the air and send it to our dehumidifier.
Oh boy.
Right,
so
so
this isn't something I could just run to Walmart and get. This is
these aren't something you
big...
can run to Walmart and get. These things, they remove some serious pints. This particular unit right here will do 145 pints in a 24-hour period versus your Lowe's unit that does about 60 in a 24-hour period. So
wow.
With the combination of air movement and dehumidification, we can get things to evaporate at a fast rate. We also, with this time of year, when heat is not available in some of these homes because the boiler system bursted and they're without heat, we can provide supplemental heat as well. And these are mini furnaces. And what are these up to? About 35,000 BTUs?
So
roughly?
they're 25,000 BTUs. So basically it's almost the same as your home furnace, compact in a little compartment like this. We can use these in crawl spaces in your home. So if you need emergency heat, we can definitely use some of these.
That's really
And look
important
how
in the
small
cold
it is.
temperatures.
You wouldn't believe the heat that little unit gives off. It's a lot. It's just like a furnace. Moving on to this unit here, this is a negative air scrubber, and that is used for mold abatement. That has a series of internal filters, HEPA filters, and secondary filters that scrub the air of its particulates. And we usually, if you spin that around, John, we'll go ahead and hook lay flat ducting to that and run it outside. That way we get air exchange in that affected area that we're working in.
And we call this negative air because when we do a mold job, when we do set up containment, we'll put this inside the contained area because what we're trying to do is prevent any kind of cross-contamination from the affected area to the non-affected area. And so we'll set up the containment, we'll set up the negative air, and as we're removing some of the affected drywall or mold spores, this is sucking it in through the filters, and we're basically spitting it out through that ducting that Jimmy was telling you about outside. So that's how we're cleaning the air.
Okay, what is this big trailer here behind you?
So
What
this
is this
is one of our
used for?
construction trailers. We have we have one of our duct cleaning systems in this.
So
once
cleaning the
we're-
ductwork, why would I want to have my ductwork clean in my house?
So Jimmy, I'll let you go ahead and
Well, the main reason is for preventative maintenance, because regardless of the environment, the ductwork is going to collect that dust and all those skin fragments that come off of us that create dust. So, you know, at least once a year, I prefer in the springtime, have your ducts cleaned and rid your ducts of all that dust and change them filters and keep the air quality good, because with poor air quality, you know, you're gonna be more susceptible to sickness. and
Sure.
things like
Is
that.
cleaning your ducts something that you all might recommend when you buy a new home and maybe the people had pets or,
Right.
you know, something like that? Would that help to?
Absolutely, and I think that it's imperative that everybody who just builds a new home should have their ducts clean. And you'll be very surprised what we pull out of a very new home. You might think that just because you have a new home that was built, that the ducts are fine. But one thing that we find that the contractors do a lot is that they use your duct system for their personal trash cans. When we clean a new home, typically we'll find a lot of trash, soda cans, water bottles in your duct system, and a lot of drywall dust, a lot of sawdust. So yeah, every
Okay.
new home should have their ducts clean.
We
So-
also have the ability, we have cameras where we can show you what your ductwork looks like inside there before and after we clean.
Oh, that's really
So,
neat.
yeah.
So you do water, mold, you clean ducts.
Yeah.
What else? You do
So
smoke.
we clean carpets.
You clean carpets.
And we also do duct cleaning. We also do biohazard too. You know, one of the harder conversations that we have. But you know, obviously, if somebody passes away in their home or maybe a suicide attempt or something like that, we do come in and we'll clean the biohazard and we'll put it back to normal.
Okay.
So-
You know, basically what you're saying is you all are there in some of the most difficult times of people's lives. Also, you know, in those emergent times where you don't really know what to do because you're having something that has damaged your home. Crossroads Property Rescue, they really stand by what they mean. I know that one time we had water in our basement. I mean, it's a common thing in West Virginia. We have mountains, we have hills. I've caught my stove on fire and had smoke in my kitchen and, you know, had some damage. I think what sets Crossroads Property apart from the others is that you can trust them, you can count on them to come and help you. I know that they have helped me. Let's all squeeze in here together. There's a lot that we could talk about. There's probably a lot of questions that you have. What I would recommend is call Crossroads, see how they could help you with either preventative maintenance and ductwork cleaning, but also how they can not only rescue you in your time of need, but carry it through completion with their reconstruction that they do at the end of their work.
Absolutely.
So, John, Jimmy, thank you for joining us this morning.
It's our pleasure.
I'm glad to be here. Remember, Crossroads Property Rescue. I'm Amy Oliverio with KLM Properties. Give us a call. Thank you.
Remember, when disaster strikes, call the heroes at Crossroads Property Rescue. Thanks.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.